Or Iron Chad. Oh, it's been a rough night. So the only other potential time that I like the 3 easy enemies. The issue is as soon as you get a fight in here, you're not getting one of them and you lose your other potential bonus. That's true too, Yoni. If you get 2 elites. Especially as silent. Might take this again. Just take Blur like an idiot. I think I have to, right? I'm not taking Bane. From the cards, or for the reason that I took the 3 enemy fight? Okay, so I definitely want to remove the curse. What an awful shop, eh? I mean, well-laid plans is nice, but like, what am I going to do with well-laid plans? I mean, I'm going into two easy elite fights. So I'll have maybe 2 rare cards. And I get 3 upgraded cards. So we get to upgrade well-laid plans. I probably just take stone, right? Now, we have no damage, and we have to hope. Could always save the money. That's true, but we need to do something with it because this is going to be, apart from the fact that we're going to get upgraded cards and we get a couple relics and things, we're not going to have many options to improve our deck. Well-laid plans plus is huge, and they're guaranteed well-laid pluses because we've got 2 Neo's Lament charges. So we just need to get oh man, I haven't seen bandages in forever. Alright, deadly poison's fine. When is Afterimage a bad pick? When you already have 4 maybe, or 5. Afterimage is like an extremely strong card. Oh, if you've got a blue egg and you've already got 2 and you don't have a mummified hand, you sometimes you might not want to have 3 in your opening hand every time. But still, like 3 Afterimages in your opening hand, that's decent. Yeah, but when is there a better pick than an extra art? Like Afterimage is a massive card. Speaking of massive cards, we're gonna get one now. Oh, why couldn't you be Gremlin Knob? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Although now, do I spend it on an upgrade? I don't think I spend it on an upgrade. When do you talk about removing strikes? Like, why would I want to strike in my deck right now? Like if there was an option just to say like get out, you know, so it's pretty close to it. I'm not going to waste it. Yeah, look at these. If these strikes weren't here, I would have drawn my other poison. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'm a laser adrenaline. That's fair. Ah, oof. But yeah, like that's when you need to look at like your relics and your the other cards to work out what you're doing. Wraith form sometimes, whereas adrenaline, like sorry, after image will save you so much health along the path. Wraith form will let you sort of close out fights though. Wraith form's pretty good. You just pick Wraith form? Depends. What if you've already got one? What if you already have two? Backstab's good front-loaded damage. You get to play it once and it's gone, so you don't worry about it. So there's a lot of fights where it's good on turn one. Because it's Guardian, I'm thinking about it. Wraith form gets better in multiples? Yeah. But then, like, once you get multiple Wraith forms, you know, the need for footwork sort of gets removed. So if you've already got them, you're sort of thinking, do I just want one Wraith form because we're going to be blocking really well and the Wraith form's just there as like a panic card? Or are you using it like because you've got 3 Wraith form pluses and that's going to be all of your defense? In which case then you probably still want an after image. So you can like, or a Calcum, so that you're not taking small amounts of damage. Would I take Blacksmith? Yeah. So now it's footwork, ghost in a jar versus card remove nothing. I don't even think I'd take a backflip. Dash is good though. Have we outlived the need for a dash? Probably not, but footwork. You lose dexterity over time. The idea is that you don't play Wraith form unless you know you can win, or you're desperate. So the idea is that, you know, you're gonna get hit by a boss for 50. You know, you play Wraith form, you get hit for 1. You know, it's better than dying. And then you spend the rest of the turns just attacking. Like, you have to win. Is this a greedy upgrade? I'm going to use my power potion. I think we're fine here. I want 2-turn weak. Or extra backstab. 2-turn weak's good. It's probably a greedy upgrade. This doesn't get much more troll than that. It's fine. I can adrenaline a malaise. Malaise permanently. So if we had a malaise right now, for 3, like if we'd malaised on turn 1, he's weakened this turn. He'd automatically be hitting for 2 times 4, except now he'd be hitting for 1 times 4 because of the weaken. So we, like malaise is a permanent strength down for the energy. 2 deadly poison plus nitro. It's a pretty lean deck at the moment. Plus, like a Malaise Plus is a 0 energy 2 artifact strip. Or just 0 energy and it's doing something. Easy corpse explosion, yeah. No. The weak counts down. The strength down is permanent. Yeah, or some enemies gain strength, so they'll get it back, but they would have had more if you didn't do it. Yeah, so don't strength down heart the turn before the cleanse. That's bad. I think we're almost in a position where I'm happy to take crown. Hey, Costanji. I love Black Star. It's that's a personal like for it though, not a strategy like for it. We're not going to be fighting lots of elites, even though we have wing boots. But I'm just going to take crown and be happy with my 1 card choice. Especially in Act 2, we want to take events. We want to get those the Ancient Writings event. We want to find apparitions. I don't want vampires. Oh, it's a shame. We could boot away from that, though. Tail's probably the weakest one most of the time. If you're in a position where Tail saves you, you're probably going to die anyway. In saying that, I've had some amazing wins where Tail came in clutch, but they're one-off. They're rare. All energy relics. Yeah. I'm usually not too worried with like getting out of Act 2 is where the trouble is. I mean, Act 3 is tough as well. It's not a walk in the park, but Act 2 is just brutal. Crown is painful. I agree. Please don't hit me for 30. Bad enough. Okay. That afterimage should be upgraded as well. Yep. Get Prayer Wheel and Question card. I'm so glad you capped that. It's a ghost turn. Flip is good. Footwork Plus is amazing. So if you play 3 defense on their base value, it's 15 block. If you play a Footwork Plus and 2 defense, that's 16 block. So straight away it's worth more, and then it's just worth so much more after that. When you've only got 2 energy, though, it doesn't. Doesn't matter. It's when you've got the choice of playing a footwork and 1 defensive card, or 2 defensive cards. It's tough to make the right decision sometimes. Oh, okay. So like a malaise here would be amazing. Yeah. Well, not from the skill potion though, it costs too much. I get to carry over a block. Woo. Need a card list. Next one's the 24 hit, so we should be able to block that out, and then he should be... Oh, it's 18 because he's weak. Yeah. I heard that too, Brad. Yes, I do, Yef, and it's not the correct highest level play, but I'm not the highest level player. And I believe that it's one of those cards that is worth, like, depending on your skill level or your want to play, it depends if you want to play at your skill level, or you want to try and play at a better skill level, you probably shouldn't take it early. Sorry, if you want to play at a better skill level, you shouldn't take Catalyst early. But if you know that you're not Jorbs, and you're like everyone else, it's a really strong card. And most of the time, to have a winning deck, we're probably going to have a poison deck anyway. Noxious Fume's amazing, yeah. I think Jobs is the best player that showcases his talent, and possibly the best player out of, you know, others. Yes, I'd take a Noxious Fumes. It strips artifacts very well, and it keeps your poisons increasing. Thanks, Defender Time. Comes to me thinking, we're not taking this elite fight. I'm going to take the relic first, and we're probably just going to go to another campfire. Take a store, and then one of these elites. Seems fine. So, I want to upgrade. See, the Corpse Explosion's not a bad upgrade, but it's not a good upgrade. I'm just going to get our backflips doing even more blocking. Who's Jobs? Jobs is another Slay the Spire streamer. He might even be on now, but he should be playing Teamfight Tactics. No, he's usually on around this time. Maybe a bit later. How do you know if you're not Jorbs? I mean, you very might well be. The only way to tell is you sub to Panz, and then if you get a number lower than Jorbs' subscription as the number of months you've subscribed, you're not Jorbs. If you get the number of months that Jorbs is subscribed, then you could still be Jorbs. His schedule changed around a lot. Like, he was streaming really early the other day, but he was streaming Teamfight Tactics. We don't have a lot of gold. I think we can key here instead of courier. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not taking the Burning Elite here. Yeah, that's a decent deck, Chucky. That'll win. That's a really good example of a deck that's probably going to struggle, like when you go further, like up Ascensions and into like Act 4. But it's a really strong deck, sort of A16 and lower, Act 3 winning. Steve Jorbs? No. Different guy. Man, how good would Mummified Hand be about now? I like his content. I think he puts out really good quality YouTube content. I just dump all my crap there. Yeah. And that's the issue, is that you need to have enough poison that you can get it up and apply it in fights quick enough. But you don't want to have so much that it prevents you from staying alive. Poison is, I'd say, by far the most common way to get a silent victory. And you can check Spire logs to see what the most winningest silent cards are. That doesn't mean they're good picks. After imaging. Cloak and Daggers. After image. So it's like this card. It's okay. We've got an after image, so it's going to block for even more. Does a little bit of damage. We do have a crown, so we're not going to see a lot more good cards. However, we've got 2 backflip pluses in the deck, which are way better than Cloak and Dagger, yeah? Although, we potentially have an upgrade coming. We're probably going to be healing. Spylogs isn't really a good useful tool. It's... I think we're fine, actually, for the moment. No, you can use it to see what the winningest is, but it's not a good tool. I was making an assumption on what I think the card that people use to get the most wins out. Kunai stacking? I don't have Kunai. Oh, did someone say Kunai stacking? I think you need an after image. You need, or some other. I don't think you can just only rely on it. I think you'd need to get some boost to dexterity to get you going. And then you can kunai stack after that. But it would need to be in combination. Like, I think that would also have to be your offense. So it'd have to be in Venom as your offense, preferably with a skull, or like with a double after image. So you'd need your deck to be very synergized, and it's fine. Or Shuriken. I think you do it with a Shuriken as a. But I don't think the after image is absolutely necessary, but it's a huge help. Or multiple after images even. But if you went like a kunai shuriken cloak and dagger stacking, I think you could do that. I don't think you can just do kunai stacking as a defensive means while you try to use poison as offense. In saying that, you know, there's going to be times where you could make it work. Like, you can hit those 1%ers sometimes, right? It's never impossible. Yeah, I think so, Scott. It also depends on the quality of the potion. Like in this case, I'm going to be using the explosive potion. I don't have a Noxious Fumes or a Crippling Cloud, so there's no way I can passively lower the middle slaver's health. So using Corpse Explosion on the back guy doesn't kill him, but it's still the correct play because it's we don't have a catalyst, so we're not going to be jumping our poison up to like 60. So we want to I'm contemplating whether I want to Corpse Explosion the blue guy to take out the red guy. Fickle Beast, thank you so much for the 2 months in a row. Welcome back.
Panz Flame.
Panz Flame, indeed. Yeah, so Corpse Exploding the big guy is generally wrong with this deck because then we have to put extra damage, which could be a whole nother turn. In which case, in that turn, we could take a bunch of damage. Whereas the blue and the red guy are much lower health, so we can put it on the blue guy and take the red guy out on the same turn, and then just deal with this slaver. Whereas if we had a crippling cloud, you put it on the red guy and just hammer him. Yeah, and we'll use our exploding pot to bring this guy's health down. Which makes me wonder, do I go back for this guy? There's going to be a two health point discrepancy though, so I'm going to have to throw one card into here. So I don't want to do that. So that goes there. That also goes there. What? Crown has been extremely generous. Oh, wow. I think we have to... Like that's happening. Look at that. I don't have enough damage to get through. Extra relic, more gold, better card reward. And sometimes the elite, so you can't get the same elite twice in a row from elite nodes. There's very rare exceptions in Act 1 where you can. So if you know what two elites are available, sometimes they can be easier than certain fights in the act. I don't think we need to deflect. I only play regular. Kutsu. Sort of don't have a need or want. I get beaten up enough by the regular Spire runs. I don't particularly need to expand that to further reaches. I wonder if I should be playing the neutralize now. The fourth class being spoiled. Well, we got the devs showed us a purple icon, so take that for whatever you will of what it's going to be. But I don't think that helps us work out what sort of abilities it may or may not have. I wish I could have got that. I should have checked. Could I have got it played? I could have got this played this turn, which meant we would have drawn them next turn. I wonder if I can... I don't think I can blur well enough through this. Poison maths. We've got too much poison on Jeb at the moment. We've got one too much poison on Champ. Hey Zanza, yeah, we're building it back up again. It's almost there. Next turn is the cleanse. You're gonna have to do like 150 plus damage. I don't think we're gonna be able to keep the blur stacks. Maybe. Okay, it's a start. It tells you at the start of the turn and that's it. It's been requested a lot by the community to have it added in, like somewhere, but the request keeps getting ignored. Yeah, there's a couple relics for it. Yeah. Dang it. Rip block. Oh, you're not attacking. That's bold move. Okay. That's really interesting. I don't think we're fast enough for heart. Don't know, Decker should be fine. Bird is fine. Time Eater... Time Eater's a problem. Nightmare Blur's a good play. Yeah. No. We're too slow. So we'll just end up growing him. Or have that turn where we draw slimes and get smashed. We've got no way... We can't push past the phase 2. The same as Champ. The only reason we got through Champ was because he doesn't really scale that much. Doesn't add anything to the deck, so we're kind of okay. So we either need to find a catalyst or a burst, but even just a single burst is not going to be... It's going to be pretty rough. A Malaise or a Piercing Whale would be good, because we could at least Piercing Whale on the cleanse turn for a permanent 6 strength down. Calipers? Yeah. Calipers would probably solve Time Eater. I think we are looking at a nightmare at the moment, though. Feather's fine here. We don't need extra energy. 4 energy per turn's been enough. And not at the expense of potions. Feather might give us that extra upgrade somewhere along the way that helps. I mean, clearly Wristbraid's the play. But we don't want to make the game too easy, Brad. We gotta... Okay, so we can either take a path there or we can float on over. What does Wristblade do? Make chat suggest stupid things. Wristblade's fine. It doesn't need to be reworked. Not everything needs to be good. Naughty Pine. That's not how you spell represented. It's a little bit better than accuracy. Not by much. No. It does cost you a decent boss relic, though. I think the shopping plan is fair. Sometimes there isn't a decent one available. Yeah, so if Wristblade wasn't there, maybe you would have got a good one. Okay. You know it'd be a really nice card as well? Piercing Whale. A sad ghost pot. Oh, Face of the Cleric off the at the start of the game. Yeah, that's pretty. That'll do things for you. You can explode twice. Hey Shagpile, it's good, man. I got my tab. It took less than 3 hours, and I was watching. I was watching a movie, so that was fun. Yeah, Fumes and Insect up against each other. There's also a Crippling Cloud there. It's got to be Fumes. I think Fumes solves bosses for us. I have 2 footworks. I nightmared them. No, like I wasn't going fast. I did at the start. I tried to push myself and I died a couple times because I was just mucking around in aqueducts. And then once I got consistent, like just with the pathing and the keybinds and stuff, it just sort of just happened, you know. I was just sort of pacing myself through. Plus I got heaps of maps. But I think instead of looking at time, I think level, like it only took me to level 72, which, you know, reasonable, right? Nightmare Fumes. It's not the greatest. So we probably... Can we afford a cat? Oh, we don't take this fight. This fight kicks our ass. So the question is, do we jump here? I think we do. I can't think we have to. Leg sweep or footwork? Oh, we scale way too slow for those guys, yeah. That's why I'm worried about the... we do have a... No. Okay, so the other option is... There's the Act... I don't think we get to Act 4. New deck is a good start. Yeah, it's either leg sweep or save, right? Corruption, Feel No Pain, Ironclad, yep. I don't know if we got another footwork. I think we save. None of those help us beat Time Eater, really. Corruption Dead Branch. It's kind of cheat, right? Do we just take the backstabs? Is that the Nightmare the backstab and go? That can't be right. Same as, okay, so it's the same as, you got to think of it the same as playing Wraith Form. You don't just play Corruption on turn 1. I mean, if you got a Dead Branch, that's different. But you don't play Corruption on turn 1 of a regular deck just because you drew it. You just play something else. See, if we'd done that against the... No, I think we still lose. Because then the turn, when you finally do play the Corruption, then the next turn, your skills don't cost anything, so you can play your defenses. Plus, if you got Feel No Pain, you're getting bonus block from them, so it's like a Footwork plus. If you've upgraded Feel No Pain, it's 4 block for playing a card. So now you Shrug It Off deal like a regular Shrug It Off blocks for 12 and draws a card, which could be another skill. You can use a True Grit on like a burn. And that'll then a True Grit plus on a burn with a Feel No plus blocks for 17. And in the meantime, you're playing attacks because those skills aren't costing you cards, like aren't costing you mana. Feel No plus, yeah. You guys have seen me use it. Like I've taken Corruption on the second floor, and I'll start using it in hallway fights, like on turn 1. Because then the next turn because that turn you if you draw it with Defend, you still get to block that turn. Whereas you play a Demon Form, you don't get to do anything else. And then you just then you get to start wailing on them. I don't think we really need to upgrade anything. However, I do need to take the key. And I can't see an elite Calipers. I think we need to take the elite. We've got good health. We don't need an upgrade. However, if this had been Reptomancer, I wonder if that's the case. If I get Reptomancer at like... Yeah, if this had been Reptomancer, I think I'd avoid the other elites and gone into Giant Head or Nemesis there. We pretty much have to hit Footwork off the thing, right? I think Crane was in his shop earlier, yeah. We're drawn slightly differently. I think we might have waited on a Footwork for Nightmare, but first, please. Thank you. Totally okay with that. Kind of, except he hits like a truck. Really need, we've only got neutralize. That leg sweep is looking really good. Not helpful. Okay, so if I make the jump now... No, make the jump there, okay. Self-forming clay is super strong. Well, if you take a hit, you block for 3 next turn. So with combustion, you're automatically gaining potentially 2 health every turn. Yeah, if you have pain, you can play a lot of cards the turn before a big hit and produce another block. If you've got Tori against Heart and it's the multi-attack first, you just tank it. You take 15 and you block for 45 next turn. No, I'm not taking a 12 damage attack card that's going to block for 3 in Act 3. And it's not even that good for Reptomancer anyway. Yeah, we've got a few kills. Not in this deck. This deck's not going to kill him. I'm going to draw the extra cards. I think drawing the cards is fine. We'd need more than a single catalyst. But yeah, it'd do stuff. One damage, nice. Transient should give a rare relic. It's not a bad idea. Oh, we got lucky. Okay. Oh, so lucky. No, the Firepot's worth more against Awakened one. Okay, so we kind of want this one to be Repto. So that this she can't have like a max HP Repto bonus elite. Yeah, because I'm fighting a Fire Elite next, and I don't want that to be Reptomancer. Yeah, I like that one as well, the Wagner. It's a cheeky. But you need it, right? There's a tiny bit of randomness to it. Cool headwind, cool. Good fight. Where's Scott? Scott, that's how you fight Reptomancer. Yeah, the Nightmare footworks is pretty good. Nightmare after image in a pinch. Depends on Awakened one's tough with it though. Not impossible. Well laid plans is probably a misplay though. Fumes is pretty fast, but yeah, footwork would have been the best option, but we didn't draw well-laid plans in time, and I don't want to wait another rotation. Like, so little weak in the deck though. Like, that's the biggest letdown. I need to make an expertise play more often to get that around. The leg sweep, yeah. Hindsight, right? I think that's the play I need to be doing, is drawing into that noxious, the neutralize as much as possible. We should be fine, but you know, like, he's getting close. I could have done that better and not shuffle. That would have been better not to shuffle. Oh, we last the 2 turns, we're fine. Whew. Status cards become a huge issue in this though. That's worth a lot of block. We need to upgrade that. If I had if I could, well, there's 3 different bottles. Probably powers for well-laid plans. Yeah. Upgrading the other blur would have been alright as well, though. Nightmare Gamble. It's not a bad option. It's really not. I wonder how much I can make him explode for. Yeah, Aerodon, it's every now and then one of the fights. Well. Oh, nice. Can I get another one? Get wrecked, idiot. Don't eat that feeling. No Malays, no piercing whale. I think Nightmare Gamble's the play, yeah. I don't think we do anything else. Maybe the fire pot. Well-laid plans? Yeah, every time you play a power, the boss gains 2 strength and has a 4 times attack. So footwork's possible. Especially with well-laid plans. But I think, like, because we've got bandages, the gamble's, like, the better play. Especially also with the fumes. Like, we're going to draw more blurs. Nah, fume. We don't need the fumes. Right, so we do play a blur if we see one though, and probably a poison. And we just hold on to cards for a bigger gamble. We don't want the biggest gamble here though, because we'd prefer to draw. No, I think we do play that. It doesn't matter if they go around. fine. So the goal is just to build blur stacks, really. Rebirth will be fine. We'll just play some powers on the, like... We're going to be able to hold on to pretty much whatever we want. When we get close. Like, I should have probably held on to the gamble for next turn, but it just doesn't seem to matter, right? You could have played the after image, but I think just because of the draw we had, we just didn't need to. Imagine if we had Tincture. Ting 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 ting. Actually, I don't want to hold gamble. Because you'd gamble it away anyway. Doesn't matter. Now I've got to start thinking about what we're holding on to. Because we don't get to play the powers till after. Yeah. Stop playing with your food. I want to blur. No, that's not right. Yeah, so that's right. Easier to blur out now. Yeah, 9.99, not fine. So I don't actually want to gamble that away. It's good when you gamble into the void, because you can't have -1 energy. Sucks when you left holding it. And we don't need to gamble, but we draw a blur and void. There it is. So we had 0 energy. Void hits us and we go down to 0. We get rid of the void. Hologram with the void is good too. Hey Darth Bob, how you doing, man? Oh, double. I think that's GG. I don't know if we can get up there. He's gonna die. Can try. I'm trying to get to 1,000, like I got told, 1,000 shield, right? I gotta... Okay, I don't know if I can generate 500 block in the next 2 turns. Trying. Oh, sundial! Oh my god! Yeah, that'd get us close. Oh, whoops! I hit him. 600. 600's close. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got backflips though to build it back up again. 2560. It's a decent score. $25.60 is a lot. It's up there. It's yeah. Won't be high score material, but it's good. Oh, feather. Oh, feather. We won't be able to afford calipers. Ooh. Art of War and caltrops? Yeah, no catalyst. Catalyst isn't too big a deal right now. Or a Calcum, yeah. Caltrops might just get that extra bit of damage out on Heart because we don't get the poison up very quickly. And at Caltrops plus, it's 75 damage. Probably over 3 turns, so 225 damage maybe. And with our card draw, it'll generates energy. Artifact potion would have been really nice. Should I? I think we do, hey. Like, it means we get rid of the burn straight away. What do you mean? I faced the correct way sometimes. How beating the heart? With poison. And a lot of skill. I'm gonna need to do that. Don't people only... I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I guess. Although I fail to see the relevance. A little late for that. They should have removed that from this fight when they removed everything else from this fight. Yeah, there was a corpse explosion. A skill pot for a blur? Probably not. It's right there. Fun deck. Very fun deck. What? It is a fun deck, Dark Bob. Like, it was good. It's gonna be close. I think this is this the strength buff turn? Is this the 20 strength buff turn? Guess we'll find out one way or another. No, it's not. Okay. We're fine. Seriously though, if the 20 strength had come in, we would have been in trouble. So Calipers did... This is the third time we're taking one of these. So Calipers did like 150 damage. So we didn't need it. Because we'd do 150 damage between next turn, and then the turn after, we'd do the extra 150 damage. So a lot of times when we think Calipers is good for heart, is it? Is it really? Hey Kat, how you doing? Came at the perfect time. Yeah, it's kind of a good safety net, I suppose. I'm not going to give him the opportunity to stop hitting himself. Oh, sorry, Caltrops. Caltrops, yeah, my mistake. The Caltrops damage was unnecessary. I think the only time that I've had Caltrops damage be absolutely necessary, we had a very small amount of poison, and we used 2 Caltrops plus and bronze scales. So that was dealing like 180 damage on the multi-attack turns. For once your period did not let you... No, it didn't. It led to victory. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you, Kat. Caltrops did 75 damage twice. Three, 4, 10. That's decent, hey? Yeah, it's a pretty decent score. Wasn't that the multi-attack? Oh, no, so we had... Was that times 8? So I had a times 2, a times 4, and a times 6? Okay, so no, it was 225. So possibly necessary then? Catalyst got turned down, yeah.